Making syrups and cordials for my cocktails has been game changing. It's delicious, it's convenient, and there's so much more room for experimentation. For this lime and coriander gimlet, I use the following things: a handful of limes, some white sugar, I'll discuss how much later, coriander seeds, and a good dry gin. I started by painstakingly zesting every lime, making sure not to get the white pith. This took ages, but it was worth it, and I ended up with this much zest and some sore fingers. I then forgot about my mortar and pestle and cut these coriander seeds. The last finicky step was to juice the zestless limes. Turns out the structural integrity of a lime relies on its zest, and I ended up with about 200 ml of juice. So I weighed out 200 grams of sugar, so it's equal parts lime juice to equal parts sugar. I think I did mess it up a bit though, because I think weight and mil aren't necessarily a 1-to-1 ratio, but I don't know. What I do know though is that I emptied all the ingredients into this nice looking bottle. I gave it a good shake to dissolve all the sugar, and I ended up with this delicious looking gunk, which I left overnight. The next day it didn't look any different, but the zest definitely had enough time to give off its zestiness. So I set up a jug with a strainer and strained it. I used a little teaspoon there to encourage it a little. I spent all that money on limes, I don't want any of it to go to waste. Then I funneled it back into my fancier bottle so it could go with the rest of my cocktail set. And now doesn't that look fancy? So the cocktail is pretty straightforward. I filled a shaker with ice, poured a double shot of cordial and a double shot of gin, and I'm sure you know how to finish it off. Now this is a citrus flavor bomb. The zest is sherbet-like and the coriander enhances that even more. I can't drink a regular gimlet again after this, it's so good. Cheers! And thanks for watching. You can easily turn this into a Collins by topping it up with soda, or you could remove the gin and just have a great cordial. Making batch cocktails definitely has legs, and I'd be curious to see how you could get away with like botanicals like rosemary or something. I think that could be really interesting. Okay, bye.